Lagos State Governor unveils Palliative Advisory Committee. President Tinubu to visit Qatar snubs leaked memo claims. On the foreign scene, front-runner Donald Trump wins race for Republican nomination in South Carolina. And in sport, former Nigeria international Sunday Olise lauds Iwobi Bassi performances in Fulham's win over Manchester United. Now the details. I am Dele Agadumo. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has unveiled a 13-man Special Dispensation Palliative Advisory Committee to oversee and monitor distribution process of the palliatives announced by the state government. It will be recalled that Governor Sanwo-Olu, during a live media chat on Thursday, reeled out various interventions by his administration to cushion the effect of the current economic hardship on residents. Governor Sanwo-Olu expressed optimism on the wealth of professionalism and knowledge of committee members to live up to the expectations of the state government in establishing the committee.
What we seek to achieve is not for us as a government to think that, we have all the solutions or we understand all what the issues are, and it's only our idea or our suggestion, that holds everything. Like we said, we're in a situation where all hands must be on deck, and everybody that has an idea or suggestion.
The committee will be chaired by Governor Sanwo-Olu, his deputy Obafemi Hamzat as the alternate chairman, while the permanent secretary, Ministry of Local Government, Community and Chieftaincy Affairs, Kikelomo Bolariwa, will be the secretary. Other members of the committee are Honorable Sheyi Shoumi, member House of Representatives or Job Constituency, Labour Party, lawmaker representing Lagos Mainland, Honorable Ademola Shabi, Consumer Protection Pricing Specialist, Ms. Shala Salako, Chairman, Association of Local Government of Nigeria, ALGAN, Honorable Kolade Alabi, Pastor Godman Akinlabi, human rights activist Joe Oke Odumaki, and youth advocate Biliaminu Suleiman Oba. Lagos State Government has declared its readiness to collaborate with the Federal House of Representatives Committee on Youth Development in the passage of necessary legislation and initiatives that will enhance youth development in the country. Deputy Governor Obafemi Hamzat, who received members of the Federal House of Representatives Committee on Youth Development on behalf of the Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, stated that Lagos is very open to collaboration with any relevant body. The committee was led by the chairman, Martin Essing. Hamzat noted that owing to the significant position the youth occupied in the state, the Sanwo-Olu administration has put in place numerous initiatives to train the youths on different skills and ensure that they are adequately empowered. The governor added that Lagos deliberately included the PLUS, which is social inclusion and youth empowerment, in its theme's agenda, because it found out that the government must focus on the youth and provide more recreational centers where they can also meet and discuss. The Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, says the decision to lift sanctions on Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso was based on the need to maintain regional unity and security. President of the ECOWAS community, Omar Touré, said this at the end of the extraordinary session of the heads of state and government of ECOWAS on Saturday in Abuja. Touré said the bloc took note of the period of Lent and the approaching month of Ramadan and the impact on citizens. He noted that pleas were also received from prominent leaders, including retired General Yakubu Gowon. Touré added that the withdrawal of the countries from the sub-regional bloc would lead to diplomatic and political isolation at the international scene, where the countries have obtained support for their candidates in the contest for international positions. Now to the rest of the stories. President Bola Tinubu will visit Qatar in March for bilateral discussions as scheduled, despite speculations of a snub by authorities of the Asian nation. This is coming after a memo between the Embassy of the State of Qatar in Abuja and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs over preparations for a sidelines meeting was leaked and misrepresented that President Tinubu was snubbed by the Asian nation's government. Meanwhile, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs said President Tinubu's visit will be held as planned. While commenting on the development, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Yusuf Tugar, said the Federal Republic of Nigeria and the State of Qatar have a long history of friendship and close bilateral relations, noting that the forthcoming President Tinubu's visit to Doha will help build on this important relationship. Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project, SERAP, has filed a lawsuit against governors and the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, over their failure to account for the alleged missing 40 trillion naira federal allocations meant for local governments. The suit followed the revelations by former President Muhammadu Buhari, who in December 2022 stated that if the money from the Federation account to the state is about 100 million naira, 50 million naira will be sent to the chairman, but he will sign that he received 100 million naira. The chairman will pocket the balance and share it. In the suit filed at the Federal High Court, Abuja, SERAP is asking the court to direct and compel the governors to publish details of local government allocations and actual disbursement of the allocations to local government in their states from 1999 till date. SERAP is also asking the court to compel and direct Wike to publish details of federal allocations meant for the area councils in the FCT and the actual disbursement of the allocations to the area councils in the FCT from 1999 till date. The suit filed on behalf of SERAP by its lawyers, Kolawole Oluwadare, Kehinde Oyewumi and Andrew Mwakwo, read in part, opacity of the amounts of federal allocations disbursed to local governments in the state and FCT has continued to have negative impact on the fundamental interests of the citizens. Now to foreign news. Former U.S. President Donald Trump has won South Carolina's Republican primary with the support of an almost unwavering base of loyal voters, as rival Nikki Haley says she is not dropping out of the United States presidential race. Despite her loss in a state where she previously won 2 terms as governor, Haley said she will stay in the race until at least the Super Tuesday primaries on March 5. Trump completed a sweep of the first 4 major nominating contests, converting a year of blockbuster polls into a likely insurmountable lead going into the 15-state voting bonanza in 10 days. Haley had vowed to fight on regardless of the outcome, but Trump, who is seeking to move quickly from the primary to the general election, did not mention her once during a victory speech. Now sports. Former Nigeria international Sunday Olise has lauded the brilliant performance of Super Eagles duo of Alex Iwobi and Calvin Bassey in Fulham's victory over Manchester United at Old Trafford. Bassey opened the scoring for Fulham in the first half before Iwobi netted a late winner in the second half to earn the visitor the maximum points. While Bassey's goal was the first for the club, Iwobi's goal was the first away goal he has scored since joining the club. Olise on his X-handle congratulated them, stating that he was extremely pleased with the duo. With this win, Fulham now holds the 12th spot in the Premier League standings, boasting 32 points from 26 games. Fulham will play against Brighton at home on March 2. That is our news at noon. Just before we go, always drive within the specified speed limit. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms: X, formerly Twitter, Lagos Traffic 961, Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Watch us live on Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. On YouTube, subscribe and watch all our previous programs and news on our channel, Traffic Radio 961. Did you know the Sanwo-Olu administration trained 280 unemployed youths for global certification on solar farm construction technology for the supply of electricity in Nigeria? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news, one of the highlights of the major stories. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has unveiled a 13-month special dispensation palliatives advisory committee to oversee and monitor distribution process of the palliatives announced by the state government. President Bola Tinubu will visit Qatar in March for bilateral discussions as scheduled despite speculations of a snub by authorities of the Asian nation. We also told you that former U.S. President Donald Trump has won South Carolina's Republican primary with the support of an almost unwavering base of loyal voters, as rival Nikki Haley says she's not dropping out of the United States presidential race. And in sport, former Nigeria international Sunday Olise has lauded the brilliant performance of Super Eagles duo of Alex Iwobi and Calvin Bassey in Fulham victory over Manchester United at Old Trafford. For contact with the newsroom, send a message to Lagos Traffic Radio at lagostate.gov.ng. That ends the news broadcast compiled by Adirayo Iduwolaya. I am Dele Agadumo. Good afternoon. Thank you for listening.